Hey everyone, welcome to problem number 21, merge two sorted lists. Okay, so you are given the heads of two sorted linked lists, L1 and L2. Merge two lists into the sorted list. The list should be made by splicing together the nodes of the first two lists. Okay, return the head of the merged linked list. So if we have 1 2 4 1 3 4, so these two are already in the sorted order, and we have to make it like a combined list of these two. Okay, so it's 1 to 4 1 3 4, then it should be 1 1 2 3 4 4. Okay, these are not the integers, these are the list nodes, which will have its value and which will have its next pointer as well. Okay, so if one of the list is empty, see both of the lists are empty, then we would return an empty list, and if one of them is empty, then we would just return the next one. Okay, what are the constraints? So the number of nodes in both lists could range from 0 to 50, and the node.val could go from -100 to +100, and both lists are in sorted non-decreasing orders or ascending order. Okay, yeah, it's pretty straightforward. We'll start taking a pointer. Again, this is an easy difficulty one, no need to put so much brain into this one. So what we can do is we'll take ptr1 to point to the first head of the list 1. Oops. Okay, and we'll take ptr2 to point the head of the second list, and yeah, and then we can start doing this. So while ptr1 not equal to none and ptr2 not equal to none, so both of them are none, then we can actually start comparing the values. So ptr1 dot val less than equals ptr2 dot val. Then basically we have to keep account of ptr1 and increment the ptr1. So what this one dot val, sorry, ptr1 goes to ptr1 dot next. Similarly, ptr2 equals ptr2 dot next. So if ptr2 is less than this, then we have to keep a track of both the nodes. So what we can do is have head 3 and maybe ptr3. This is gonna be my merged list, so this would have a dummy node now with the value none, and what it can do, ptr3 now points to ptr1, sorry, right? So ptr3 dot next now points to ptr1, ptr3 dot next now points to ptr2. So what's happening now, imagine there is a dummy node 0 or none. Then if these two values are compared, if they are equal, then the next of this dummy will point to 1, and then 1 would be say incremented. So now we have 2 and 1 to be compared, and now the ptr3 points here. So at the end of this, what we want to do is ptr3 goes to ptr3 dot next. So now ptr3 points here, ptr1 is 2, ptr2 is 1. Now what we have to do is get this one and then increment 3 and then compare these two. Yeah, so after every iteration, even pointer 3 would move, and pointer 1 and 2 would move as well, right? So now what happens if you run out of one of the lists? So nothing it where specifies is that both the lists are of the same length. So if you run out of one of these, the easiest way to handle is ptr3 dot next would be either ptr1 or ptr2. So if you run out of PTR1, our operator would append in everything from PTR2. Similarly, PTR1 if PTR2 is all null, and then it kind of keeps on incrementing. Okay. Right, so at the end, what do you want to return? So now your head is pointing at the null node. What is the dummy node? So you just want to point you just want to return the first actual node after merging it. Okay, pretty straightforward. I know take some time to digest in. It's not as difficult as it looks, but it's pretty straightforward. It's an easy difficulty one. Let's just go ahead and run this one. Okay, and submit this. Perfect. Passes all the cases. All right, thank you so very much for tuning in. I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.